Hello guys, good evening and welcome to perhaps our first video of 2023, man. Guys, what's up, what's going on? I am good, I am well. Apologies for not making videos over the past couple of days. I've just been busy, life has just been, been a bit busy this new year. But apologies. But remember what we always say when we get to it is that we have a target of getting to 10,000 subscribers, and I know I said that in October, November, and December. We're still yet to hit those numbers. So please do us a favor, click on the subscribe button and like this video and turn on notifications because we will be releasing videos like this on a regular till the end of the season in June, right? So guys, quick one today. First game we'll be considering will be the game Napoli versus Juventus. It's going to be played tonight, and I'm making this video on the 13th of January, Friday the 13th night, right? You know what they say about Friday the 13th and how mysterious that date is. And we're going to start with the game involving Napoli versus Juventus to be played at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium in Naples. And guys, man, this game for what I can say about this game is that in the last so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the last 10 league meetings, right, this game has produced at least an over 1.5, right? The only drawless, or rather, the only scoreless draw in this game was in the Coppa Italia in 2020. Finished 0-0, and Napoli won on penalties there. So guys, this one is a safe bet, right? I'm going to go for an over 1.5 in this game, Napoli versus Juventus. And here's the reason why. I know, we know that Juventus are on that 8th game winning streak, right? A departure from their early season wobbles and struggles. And Napoli, of course, we remember that they lost to Inter last week, but they followed that up with a victory against Sampdoria. Osimhen, our own very own Victor Osimhen, getting a goal in that one. And I just feel like this one is going to be a very close contest, but I just feel like both defenses will be reached. I expect that Napoli will score at home, and I also feel like Juventus, because of their confidence, right, growing confidence, and the fact they are, right about now they are in that title race, right, and they've got something to fight for. So yeah, game will finish by 1.5. I don't know who will win. I suspect that there will be a winner in this game, but the safe bet for me will be under 1.5. So guys, let's go to the games in the English Premier League. I'm going to skip Aston Villa and Leeds, the game that's going to be played tonight, and just focus on games that will be played tomorrow, beginning with the Manchester derby, right, guys? That shocking loss to Southampton, midweek in the Carabao Cup by Manchester City. I just think to galvanize them in this game. The excuse that Pep gave for resting his first team players in that game was that they have to do everything possible to catch up with Arsenal because Arsenal are now leading them with about 7 points. So yeah, those are valid reasons, and obviously, the League Cup and the FA Cup is the opportunity for the second string players, in the top teams to show what they are worth and how much they can contribute to the first team. So yeah, even though they lost that game, Pep Guardiola starting 11 that game, he's got valid reasons for starting that 11. Just that Southampton were just better on the day. But it's a 1:30 kickoff tomorrow. They're away at Old Trafford playing Manchester United, and Manchester United have really improved. I think for the first time in like 4 or 5 years, we're seeing a Manchester United playing with structure, playing with discipline, and tactical awareness in games. So guys, this one to me will be a goal or an over 1.5. I think the safe bet is an over 1.5. But yeah, I think I'll be a bit shocked if Manchester United wins this one. Manchester City have done well in their visits to Old Trafford. I think they've only lost maybe once in their last 6 or 7 visits there. But this one here to me is a goal or an over 1.5. But safest bet here is an over 1.5. Brighton, Hove Albion, Liverpool. Guys, you know I'm a Liverpool fan, right? But I think that Liverpool are going to finish outside of the top 4 this season. That's because there's no midfield presence in that team. That's number one. Number two is Liverpool increasingly look very tactically unaware in the beginning of games, right? If you look at the games that Liverpool have played this season, about 28 games, and Liverpool have considered first in 14 of those games. So that's about 50% of those games, right? When you watch Liverpool play early on in games, they look tactically unprepared. They look as if they have no idea what they're doing on the pitch, and they look like if they don't know what to expect. So you get when you're watching Liverpool play, it's almost as if you expect them to concede first, which is usually what happens. And the second thing is that they're making so many mistakes in midfield and at the back line that it feels as if you wonder if these guys understand what they're doing on the training pitch, you really start to doubt if the backroom staff are getting your message across, and you really wonder if Klopp understands what he needs to fix in his team. Because increasingly, when I look at Liverpool, I don't even see them finishing sixth, right? I'm sure Fulham have climbed above us now in the table. I see us finishing seventh or eighth, especially because it looks very likely that Liverpool won't get a midfielder in this January transfer window. So yeah, we're already in trouble. Brighton Hove and Albion are a very good side, and you're going to see that tomorrow when we play them at the Amex Stadium. The way they move the ball, their movement of the ball, just the way they play, they're a proper footballing team. And I think it's a shame that Liverpool haven't gotten but this guy Sido from Brighton. I think it's a shame. Even if Brighton are calling him for 60 million, I'm sure Liverpool can bargain and pay 45 million for him and just get him. And that guy will be Sofian Amrabat from Fiorentina. You guys remember him from the World Cup, right? It was D4 from Morocco. That game would have been a solid buy. At least, if you replace Fabinho and put him on the bench for a couple of games, he knows that, okay, yeah, he's got competition in his hands. And that in itself would at least improve his fitness and his awareness in games. Because when you look at him, he looks lost in games. He looks 3 or 4 yards off the pace. And I just feel like Liverpool's midfield is a mess, right? And that team right now is a mess. So if you really have the guts, I would say go for a Brighton win. I expect Brighton to beat Liverpool. If you want to keep it safe, play an over 1.5, right? The other games we'll consider. So Everton Southampton to me is too tricky to call. I know Southampton won in midweek against Man City, but hey, Southampton are very consistent. You don't know how their performance is going to be at Goodison Impact. So guys, we're going to skip that and we're going to go to games in other leagues, right? Let's look for games in. I'm going to skip La Liga games too. I'm going to go to Serie A. Lecce, AC Milan. AC Milan drew last week with Roma 2-2. Our one-time Abraham, they're getting the equalizing goal in injury time there. And I expect AC Milan to bounce back against Lecce. It's going to be a tough one for them. But you can go for an over 1.5 in Lecce AC Milan or go for an AC Milan win. Inter Verona. Inter, after beating Napoli in midweek, now drew at the weekend against Monza. Remember the reaction by the old man? I think he's the director of Monza Football Club. The man was screaming like crazy, man, when Monza got that equalizer later on in the game. It just shows you the beauty of the game and how even old people can feel young just watching football games there. I just remember that footage and man, it's just just so funny and so hilarious. But I'm backing Inter to beat Verona, so you can go for Inter straight win. Lecce AC Milan, go for an over 1.5 for an AC Milan win. The other games, I'm just looking at the games on my laptop and I'm just calling them off the top of my head. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now let's go to Sunday's games. Right? Sunday's games, Chelsea Crystal Palace, go for an over 1.5 in this game. Chelsea are in a rotten form at the moment and there's massive pressure on Graham Potter there. I hope Chelsea gives him time. Look, he's a great coach and he's a very good coach. Chelsea needs to give him time to, for him to stamp his authority on the team and stamp his tactical ideas on that team. If he's giving time, Chelsea will eventually come out good. But I'm not sure that he will get that time at Chelsea. Hopefully he gets it. But Chelsea Crystal Palace, I'm going to go for an over 1.5. Remember that Crystal Palace have stunned Chelsea in recent seasons too, even at the Stamford Bridge too. Crystal Palace, a very good side, although they can be very inconsistent. But this one, to me, has goals written all over it. So I'll go for an over 1.5, Chelsea Crystal Palace. Newcastle Fulham, I'll go for a goal or an over 1.5. Guys, Newcastle in top form. Fulham too, remember they beat Chelsea in midweek yesterday 2-1. Joao got a red card in that game. So yeah, guys, safe bet, Newcastle Fulham, over 1.5. Tottenham Hotspur Arsenal. When I watch Arsenal play, Arsenal remind me of Liverpool in 2018, 2019. That's the season we won the Champions League and the season where we lost the league by 1 point to Man City. There's a business-like approach to Arsenal's play. Very serious, very committed, very possession-oriented. If they lose the ball, 3 to 4 seconds, you've surrounded the opposition, gotten the ball back, and very vertical plays into the final third, right? No time trying to hog possession and trying to, move the opposition from left to right. Just direct play. And, they've been so impressive. And, the only thing that I think will affect them in the long run will be that lack of depth in that squad and probably lack of experience, lack of title-winning experience in that team. But, apart from these two things, Arsenal have really, really been impressive this season. So against Tottenham Hotspur, Tottenham aren't going to get the ball. They don't even like the ball in the first place, right? Arsenal is going to dominate possession in this one. Arsenal also have a very great defense. So yeah, this one, Arsenal should win this one, but I think the safe bet here will be on over 1.5, right? It's still a derby, and Tottenham usually wins this game at the Tottenham Stadium. So guys, safe bet here, this one would be an over 1.5. And if you really want to go for it, go for an Arsenal win. You got El Clasico. I think the Spanish Super Cup. I play a go with that one. Real Madrid going to score. Barcelona going to score on that one too. And there are a couple of games in Serie A, but I'm not going to call those games because I'm not really sure of them. Rennes Paris Saint-Germain, the last game on Sunday in Ligue 1 to be played at 8:45. Go for a PSG win there. So guys, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to touch other games here. I just want us to at least recoup some of the money that we've lost over the last couple of weeks. I know most guys lost money on Wednesday playing Man City to beat Southampton in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal there. So guys, that's pretty much it. Let's recount some of the games that we've called. We've called PSG to beat Rennes in the last game in Ligue 1 this weekend on Sunday. We have called Real Madrid Barcelona El Clasico in the Spanish Super Cup. I will call that as a go or as an over 1.5. We have called Tottenham Hotspur Arsenal over 1.5. That's a North London derby. We've called Newcastle Fulham as an over 1.5. Chelsea Crystal Palace as an over 1.5, right? And then on Saturday, we're going to be played early tomorrow. Man City, Man U over 1.5. The Manchester derby. Brighton Hove Albion, Liverpool over 1.5. And if you really want to get into it there, you can play for a Brighton win there. And then in Serie A, we played Lecce AC Milan, called out on over 1.5 on AC Milan win. Inter Verona and Inter win. And then we've also called in Serie A for today. We called Napoli Juventus on over 1.5. Yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Please remember to always do your own research before you stake your hard-earned money, and only gamble with an amount that you are comfortable losing, right? Guys, don't forget, let me say that again. Do your own research and only gamble with an amount that you are comfortable losing. So guys, that's pretty much it. Please follow the channel, right? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications because we will be releasing videos like this on a regular. Have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe and stay sane. We'll have more Footybets for you in midweek. Thank you.